Knitting. Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome. We are super excited to have you all here. Welcome. We would love to invite you, if you'd like, to change your background to celebrate along with us. We are dropping that background into the chat right now. So you're more than welcome to add that now. Also, as a heads up, we had learned some new things this week about Facebook versus YouTube. So we are streaming this via our YouTube channel. So just know that if you want to have your camera on, you're more than welcome to. There will be moments where, of course, we will invite you to have your camera on. Just know that if it is on, there's a chance always for you to be seen on the streaming page. We do ask that you remain on mute until otherwise instructed, but we will tell you sometimes that you'll actually get to do that, and we'll be very excited about those times. So with that, we are going to get started. So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this Friday afternoon. I think it's probably been a long week for everyone. It's at the end of the semester, but we are very excited that we are here to celebrate some of our graduates. My name is Lindy Wagner, and I am the director of the Center for Student Diversity and Inclusion, or CSDI, here at SIUE. And first off, I always want to say that we've had many partners on campus collaborate in the past years up till now that helped us get to this point in our graduation celebrations. So I want to bring some attention to them now and say thank you to the Kimmel Student Involvement Center, and thank you to the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. We really appreciate your aid along the way and your continued support. It's truly my honor to welcome you to our 6th non-traditional graduation ceremony, which we celebrate semi-annually. And we really thank you for choosing to celebrate alongside us and to celebrate these graduates and their great feat. Even though we've had a really wild year with lots of adaptations on campus, in the nation, and in the world as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as other variety of concerns that we've had over the year, you've still persisted. You have gotten to graduation, and we want to make sure that you're recognized for that dedication and that effort. So we are really excited. We're here to celebrate. And to start with, I'd like to direct your attention to our CSDI events and programming page, which will have your program booklet. So for those of you who are graduating, you were able to submit information like pictures, bio information, and messages of thanks to those who've helped you along the way so that you can be standing here virtually at the finish line. So please look for that there. We're really excited that we've created that for you. Additionally, I want to recognize members of our senior leadership here on campus some are in attendance and others have been in attendance throughout the week, and others couldn't be here today. But I want to make sure I shout out all of them because they've been strong partners and support for the CSDI and for students throughout the year. So first off, thank you, President of the SAU system, Dr. Dan Mahoney. Appreciate your presence. Chancellor Pembroke, our Chancellor here at SIUE, Dr. Jeffrey Waple, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Morris Taylor, Vice Chancellor for Administration, Dr. Denise Cobb, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Rachel Stack, CEO of the SIUE Foundation and Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, Dr. Jessica Harris, our Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, Miriam Racha, Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Kara Shustran, Dean of Students, Dr. Kevin Leonard, our Dean of College of the Arts and Sciences, Dr. Jim Caracol, Dean, College of Engineering, and Dr. Tim Schenecker, Dean of the Business School. Thank you all so much. We are indebted to your support, and we're happy if you're able to attend with us this evening. Now, to quickly add some context before we get started, I do want to offer a little information about what makes a non-traditional student non-traditional. We often get questions about this as we begin this celebration, so I want to make sure that everyone here who might be a little unfamiliar has a better understanding. The National Center for Education Statistics, or NCES, has identified 7 characteristics that are common to non-traditional students. To be considered a non-traditional undergraduate student, most share one or more of these factors. 1, did not immediately continue your education after you graduated from high school. 2, you attend college only part-time. 3, you work full-time, 35 hours or more per week. 4, are financially independent. 5, have children or dependents other than your spouse. 6, are a single parent. 7 have a GED, not a high school diploma. And actually there's 8, so I might have lied a little. 8, you're an undergraduate student who is 25 years or older. So those students who meet one or several of these characteristics comprise an important part of the educational process. I find that these students provide a very unique group of learners to the classes, programs, and services offered here at SIUE. And we're a much better place because of your presence and the varied experiences that you bring to our community. We know that for many of you, graduating, this has not been a singular experience. One story does not sum up all of your experiences. Some of you may be single parents who attend school part-time, or you might be dividing your attention between a full-time job, family, and school. I'm very confident that more than one of you have worked a full day, had to write a paper after work, and somewhere in there found time to spend with your loved ones. And if you're lucky, you also got to sleep and maybe eat. So, because of the work that has taken for you to arrive here today, we're here to celebrate you. And historically on this campus, how it started from the very beginning is that one of your peers by the name of Mrs. Vivian Ward asked in 2017 what we could do to celebrate the accomplishments of non-traditional students, as she herself was one. She was taking 1 to 2 classes a semester, working full-time, and balancing being a mom and wife. Through it all, she persisted. Viv's story is no different than many of yours. However, because of her and the Non-Traditional Student Association here on campus, we now have a tradition to celebrate like this original one that occurred on campus. So again, because of Viv's persistence, we have this ceremony. And because you've endured, you are now a part of it. And so now that I've provided you a little context, we're ready to formally start the program. So without further ado, I want to celebrate and welcome our SIU system president, Dr. Dan Mahoney. President Mahoney started in the SIU system in March of 2020, and same time I did, always exciting, and has hit the ground running, really ensuring that anti-racism, diversity, equity, and inclusion has been made a priority in the SIU system as well as on our campus. Additionally, he's really been a solid presence at programs and activities sponsored by our office, even facilitating one of our inclusive conversations and really engaging the community. So we're really pleased to have him. And with that, I'll pass the floor to you, President Mahoney.
Thank you, Lindy. And just first of all, welcome to everybody to our non-traditional graduation celebration. Thank you to all of the faculty and staff who are with us today, as well as the graduates who've joined us. It was interesting as you were listing all the things that could classify someone as non-traditional. I'm not sure non-traditional is even the right label anymore. As we're seeing what's happening nationally and even at SIU, they're becoming more and more our traditional students in a lot of ways. And so things are definitely changing. But congratulations on getting to this point. This is an exciting moment. I always say my favorite time of the year is graduation. There's nothing more exciting than seeing everybody accomplish the goals that they set out to achieve. And we know that college graduation is meaningful. It's not just meaningful to the students, it's meaningful to their friends, their family, everyone who cares about them, everybody who supported them through this process. And I'm sure for each of you, there's a group that has been supportive and helped you along the way. I certainly had that, and I think we all do. And we know the value of a college degree. College degrees change lives in very meaningful ways. And so we know that this adds value to your life going forward. And what you do with it really is up to you. We often talk about the impact our students can have here at SIU on changing the world, and we hope you go off and do that. We also know that this particular group has persevered through one of the most challenging times we've ever had in higher education. So we know you're strong, we know you'll persevere in the future, and we're just looking forward to see the success that you have after you leave and after you graduate. The only thing we ask is you come back and tell us about it. Come back to homecomings, come back to events, tell us how you've done great things after you left. There's nothing better in higher education than hearing from the people who graduated and seeing them have the success that they have later on. So please stay in touch with SIUE and the SIU system. But again, congratulations to all of you, and wish you the best of luck going forward. So thank you.
Thank you so much, President Mahoney, much appreciated. And with that, we're very excited to now welcome our SIUE Chancellor, Chancellor Pembroke, who began as Chancellor in 2016 and, like you, is an alumni at the institution. Additionally, like our president, he's taken a lot of time this year to support many of our programs, many. So often being available and visible and just really ready to say yes. And so we really appreciate him taking the time again to say yes, be here with us today, and support us with his leadership and with his eagerness to share words of welcome to you. So with that, I'd like to pass the floor to Chancellor Pembroke.
Well, thank you, Lindy. It is great to be here. This is a wonderful opportunity for me. I appreciate it very much because it's the time we get to celebrate with our students, a very special time in their career. And you not only, if you're a student graduating this week, next week, you not only get to celebrate today in this ceremony, you get to celebrate again at commencement next week. So we hope to see you there. And I look forward to just relishing that moment next week as well. I want to welcome you to this event. I'll also say welcome to your family, to your friends. And I hope that you'll get a chance to say thank you to them because it's a team effort, as you know. And so to arrive at this point, it's not just a single person's efforts, even though I know you've tried very, very hard. So be sure to thank them as well. Let me say thank you to you too. The last 15 months or so have been, how shall we say it, unusual, extraordinary, different, challenging, frustrating, but you persevered and you have learned to pivot at various points and to try things in different ways and to succeed in spite of circumstances. So congratulations to you on that and thank you on that. I also want to say that SIUE is a different place. It has been a different place because you were here. So thank you again for that. You have made a positive difference. You made an impact. You've made new friends. You made an impression on faculty and staff. And so you have changed this place. And I just want to say thank you. But I also want to challenge you because that means that now as you move to the next phase, you're an ambassador for SIUE. So as you go out and you represent this institution, I just encourage you to share the things that have happened here that you have enjoyed, things that you think others will want to hear about, and maybe encourage them to think about coming this direction as well. Let me just say, enjoy this moment. Just take a little bit of time and think about the accomplishment that is occurring here today. I want to say thank you again. We celebrate with you. And hopefully we will celebrate with you again next week at commencement.
Thank you so much, Chancellor. Again, much appreciated for the message and for being here today. Now at this time, I'm actually really excited beyond my normal excitement, which is hard to imagine since I've been excited this entire beginning part, because we have invited back a fellow non-traditional student here at SIUE to speak to you today for our inspirational message. And I met Alyssa when she came in to pick up her chords last semester. And her energy is contagious. And I remember being so excited that we could bring this ceremony to her as well as those that were supporting her. And then when we were thinking about the upcoming ceremony, we thought, how great would it be if we could get someone who just graduated to share their experience and to share a message with those who are now also graduating. And she said yes. So we were very excited to have Alyssa Hogue here, who is a graduate of the geography program here at SIUE, who graduated summa cum laude. So congratulations on that. And who also has now continued her education as a graduate student in the same program. And with that, I'm very excited to pass the floor to Alyssa.
Thank you so much, Lindy. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak. I'm just honored that you asked me, and I can't wait to don all my cords and participate in our ceremony on May 6th. So thank you again for inviting me. And thanks for everyone for coming. Congratulations to everybody. So it was somewhere north of Cairo, Illinois, in the heart of the Shawnee National Forest, that the metaphors began to take hold. I leaned against a wooden rail, arms crossed, gazing out over a backdrop of lush rolling hills. The foreground was dominated by the shaped and weathered rock formations that could have only been stacked and sorted by the passage of countless centuries. I exhaled a breath that I did not remember holding, turning my gaze from the picturesque landscape towards the sound of my love, pointing out a very peculiar sight, the trunk of a tree, winding and bending as a snake, around and between two large boulders. The tree had found a way through grit and guile and against all odds to spread its leafy crown towards the sun-peaked summit at the top of the rock. Half a dozen questions came from my partner, most of which could be answered by some Bill Nye or Mr. Wizard. And I think I just dated myself with that. I, however, was not concerned with these questions. I turned inward and drew upon a natural connection to my academic path, and in many regards, all our academic paths, to the wonderful and improbable perseverance of this one acrobatic tree before me. How many times have we, the graduating body of non-traditional students, had to bend towards the light of our goals? How many times have we been crushed between a rock and, well, a rock? And if a GPA falls in the forest, does the student make a sound? My eyes followed the sturdy tree up and over, settling on a youth group milling about the top of a 300-foot drop off to a narrow ravine below. One of them made a joke that landed well, and as the laughter died down, he held his phone up high above his head. He, like many of the hikers gathered, was searching. Some for guidance, some for relief, and some for self-signal. We, the non-traditional students of SIUE, are at the end of our search. We wanted more for ourselves, and we want more for this world. We are no longer lost hikers, desperate to find answers on some poorly drawn park map. We are now the trailblazers, well-equipped with a lifetime of world experiences. Each and every one of our unique skill sets in our graduating fields will come with a special knowledge and the ultimate reward that goes far in adding to the benefits of a college education. The knowledge that we took stock of our lives and made a conscious and bold decision to complete our path out of the boulder-laden minefield that can be the reality for so many that do not choose our path. We are the students who have chosen to take that path and demanded a different kind of courage, bereft of that small comforting factor of brash youth. We are graduates who sought courage and self-discipline and found it within ourselves. Guided by our professors and mentors and supported by our friends and loved ones, we took on every challenge thrown our way and we succeeded. And as we embark on our future endeavors, let us never forget the journey that got us here. The challenges that we faced and conquered will propel us to a greater and more noble path, the likes we could never have dreamed of before. And so to you, the non-traditional graduating class of 2021, I say, well done. You made it. Each and every one of you will go on to shape and mold the world in your own unique way. Congratulations to you all, and thank you again for inviting me today.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. I love the metaphors. I love it. I hear the geographer in you coming out. It was like really beautiful. Thank you. I could picture it all. I appreciate it so much. And again, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did, and knowing that we invited someone back. I just think that's really fun to have someone who's just graduated and be a part of this as well. So thank you again. And now we're really happy to recognize each graduate individually. So as we read the names of the graduates, we will be sharing a PowerPoint that has each graduate's name on it. We ask, however, that all of you do remain on mute until all the graduate names have been shared. And then once the PowerPoint is completed and all the names have been shared, I will then ask everyone in attendance to unmute their mics and cameras again as you are comfortable, and make all the cheers, claps, and extraordinary celebration sounds that you would like. And then when we're cheered out, then we'll carry on with the ceremony. Graduates, as your name is called, please know that we honor you and we celebrate you. We hope that by now you have received your cord and certificate at this time. If you haven't, please know you still have time to get those from our office, but make sure you show up and get it because we want to make sure that you get to wear that cord proudly during your respective commencement exercises. Now, we'll begin with our bachelor's candidates, and then we'll continue with our graduate degrees. I pass the floor to my readers.
Mamie M. Bahunga, graduating with the Bachelor's of Arts in Nursing. Krista Elizabeth Catanzaro, graduating with the Bachelor's of Science in Biology with a minor in Chemistry. Tyler H. Dove, graduating with the Bachelor's of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Applied Communication Skills. Alicia V. Fisher, graduating with a Bachelor's in Liberal Studies. D'Angelo Tyrese Franklin, graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in Sociology. James Robert Garris, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Geography with a minor in GIS and Urban Studies. Kimberly Hope Green, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology with a minor in Philosophy. Brittany LaShawn Griffin, graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in Early Childhood Education. Hope B. Harden, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Accountancy. Judy A. Harwell, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Sociology with an emphasis in employee relations and a minor in Applied Communications.
Hello, can everyone hear me okay? Yeah, awesome. Isaac Haynes, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a concentration in Management. Christina Hummel, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Chastity Nicole Ivory, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology and Sociology. Susan M. Johnston, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Andrea J. Kowalenko, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Nicole Lobb, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology with graduating with Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in Chemistry. Jessica Sabrina Marianne Leopold, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in German and English. Wheezy Lee, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts / Bachelor of Science in Marketing. Allison Christine Marcangelo, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Anthropology and Forensic Science. Andrea Michelle Martin, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
We have Leanne Kathleen Montgomery, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering with a minor in Mathematics. Tyler Michelle Morgan, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Mark S. Phillips, graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in Art and Design with a focus in Art Studio. Emily Pinsky, graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Applied Communication Studies. Ikendra Arasili, graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in International Studies with a minor in Mass Communication. Brian Michael Sims, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Exercise Science and with minors in Nutrition and Military Science. Jeremy Matthew Smalling, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science with majors in ACS Chemistry and Psychology and minors in Mathematical Studies. Daniel Dale Wilson II, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Mechatronics, and Robotics Engineering with a minor in Mathematics. And then for our graduate students, we have Devon Butler, graduating with a Master's of Science in Kinesiology with a specialization in exercise physiology. Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, now at this moment, thank you, everyone. We do ask everyone to unmute your mic, show your camera if you want, and if you're comfortable, let's make some noise for our graduates. Cheers, claps, whatever you want. Let's celebrate.
Congratulations!
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 Congratulations,
2021 grads!
Yay! Yeah!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations, everyone!
Yay!
We did it!
That's right. Congratulations, everyone. Awesome. Okay, so we do ask you to put back on mute for just a second if you haven't already. And thank you again for all of your participation. And again, congratulations to all of our graduates today. Graduates, as you go out into the world and make your mark, remember that you are a proud SIUE Cougar and that you have left a legacy here on this campus and in the hearts of those who you've encountered along the way. And to remind you a little bit about how you are always a Cougar, we have our SIUE Alumni Association at Large Director, Jill Essner, class of 17, here to share some thoughts with you now. Jill?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jill Essner, and I'm currently serving my first term on the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors. I'm very excited to welcome you to your new SIUE family of over 115,000 alumni worldwide. Congratulations on your graduation, as it is a historic achievement. You have achieved a significant life goal, even with all of the adversity that you've endured with the pandemic. I would like to thank our senior campaign participants. Your gifts have a great impact on scholarship funding for future SIUE Cougars. Thank you for paying it forward. There's still time to join the senior campaign and receive a philanthropy cord. You can join the senior campaign at the website in the chat below. You will automatically become a member of the SIUE Alumni Association after graduating, and we are here to support you. You will enjoy free access to special alumni discounts nationwide, webinars for continued learning, and even exclusive online pop-up shops to snag official SIUE alumni gear. You can reach out to the apps and the learning consortiums and pop-up shops in the chat below for the SIUE Alumni Perks app, the SIUE Alumni Learning Consortium, and the SIUE Alumni Pop-up Shop. The pop-up shop will be open until May 9th at 11:59 p.m. So take advantage and collect some new SIUE swag. Please connect with us at our events and programs, virtual for now, that we host throughout the year. We invite you to plan a trip back to campus next fall for Homecoming 2021 on September 24th and 25th. Stay connected with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and help us expand our reach as we continue creating new alumni networks and chapters. We currently have chapters in Chicago and Springfield, as well as the new St. Louis Young Professionals Network. These chapters and networks can be created based on geographic location, major, special interest, shared identity, etc. Reach out to us if you'd like to learn more about creating a new network or chapter. Our email is in the chat below. Above all, we want you to stay connected with each other and with SIUE, no matter where your next chapter in life takes you. I am so honored and proud to be in the same company with all of you as SIUE alumni. Congratulations, and here's to you, class of 2021.
Thank you so much, Jill. We really appreciate that information. Additionally, graduates were able to submit the messages of thanks that we mentioned earlier to faculty, staff, mentors, friends, and family who've been instrumental to their success. And we know that it often takes a crew or a team to help a student to get to this special place, which is graduation. And so again, those messages are in the booklet. But we're going to offer one last chance for us to unmute and celebrate, because we want to ask all of our graduates and all those others in the room who would like to also celebrate the people who helped get our students to this finish line. We're going to unmute one more time and celebrate loudly one more time and say thank you to those people who have helped make our students' success possible. So if you'll join me one last time, unmute. And cheers. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you for helping.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Yes.
You made it.
Yes. Congratulations for having a student make this successful journey. Thank you everyone so much. Okay. And finally, we've come to our closing remarks. Now, we have had this week our closing remarks offered by our inaugural Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Dr. Jessica Harris. She started with us on March 1st of this year and is certainly an advocate for a lot of equity, diversity, inclusion activities and initiatives on campus, including our office. However, she had made plans a long time ago and they conflicted with today. However, she has offered remarks for us to read, and so that you can hear a different voice other than my own, I've asked our Assistant Director, Tarsha Mora, to read the remarks on behalf of Dr. Harris. So Tarsha, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lindy. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to share these brief closing remarks on behalf of our Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Dr. Jessica Harris. She writes, "Dear graduates, though I could not be with you this evening, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to each of you. I join others in celebrating your resilience during what has been a very challenging year, and to celebrate your determination to push through it all and attain your degrees. Today's occasion is not only an opportunity to recognize your achievements and impending graduation from SIUE, but to also acknowledge the faculty, staff, peers, family members, and friends who have supported you through the ebbs and flows of your journey. I am, and we all are, so very proud of you. Your lived experiences and the lessons you have learned as a student at SIUE and beyond position you well to support and empower others as you embark upon this journey. You have the opportunity to be role models and potential mentors for so many more students who are still at SIUE and those to come. They need you, and I ask that you don't forget about them, those coming along after you. And as you transition to what I hope will be an exciting new chapter in your lives, just know that I am proud of you. I believe in each of you. I am thrilled for each of you, and I wish you all the good things that life has to offer. I look forward to hearing about all you will do to shape a changing world. Congratulations, and thank you for participating in this celebration and allowing us to participate in this celebration of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tarsha. We appreciate you sharing those remarks on behalf of Dr. Harris. And one more thank you goes out to everyone here who's taken the time to be here to support our non-traditional students in this non-traditional graduation pre-commencement ceremony. Thank you one more time to our senior leadership for attending and being supportive this year, our speakers for offering insight and wisdom and amazing metaphors, and thank you most of all to our students. You've made it here, and participating today has been wonderful. And more importantly, we're grateful for the impact that you have made during your time here at SIUE. So we are thrilled for the bright futures ahead for each one of you. Final congratulations on your success. Go into the world, be yourself, be great, make the impact you want to make. And with that, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming. Everyone enjoy your evening and your weekend. Have a wonderful day. Bye.